Hey there, I am American McGee.
And I'm Martin.
And we are back today with another FAQ. What do you have right now, Martin?
Right now we have a question from Calatroit45. They ask, will Asylum be open world or will it be similar to Madness Returns? Also, how many boss battles do you guys plan on having in Asylum, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, we don't mind you asking, and in fact, a lot of people ask this question. Madness Returns was famous for having actually kind of boss battle fake outs and only one. I don't know. I think there was more than one boss because there was actually the scene with like the wasps that you fought against.
Mini boss.
Mini bosses. So we did have mini bosses, but we didn't have any major bosses. And of course, towards the start of the game, there is the scene in the Mad Hatter's domain where the March Hare and the Dormouse, they power up what looks like it's going to be this big robot battle, and then it just kind of falls apart.
Fake out.
Well, we ran out of time and we ran out of money, and we had this idea and it was going to be a real boss. And in fact, I remember there being some internal demos where it did function as a boss, but ultimately we killed it.
So that's the reason that there is only mini bosses and one main boss in Madness Returns.
Lack of resources, lack of time, yeah.
Okay.
So we do see this question quite often, and I think with good reasons. So the basic answer is yes, we plan on having more bosses. Now, I don't know exactly how many. If you follow along with the Alice Asylum kind of pre-production design development we're doing, you'll see that the game is laid out on the path of someone who's suffering through PTSD. And so that means that there are series of emotions or stages. And I think it makes a lot of sense to have bosses modeled after or representing those stages as Alice passes through them or defeats them.
For sure. The anger boss, the depression boss, the bargaining boss, etc. Makes sense.
Do you think the depression boss would even get out of bed to like have the fight?
Maybe that's it. Maybe you need to get past it, but it's in the way of something, so it's just lolling around in front of the exit.
That could be.
So
I'm a boss. Oh no, never mind. I don't want to fight today. You go ahead. So we are going to have bosses. There will be more of them, which wouldn't be hard than we had in Madness Returns. Now, the other part of this question was, would it be an open world game or similar to Madness Returns? I actually would like to see it be a mix. So I like some aspect of open world games, and I also like games where you've got very distinct gameplay areas. I think the most recent Zelda game on the Switch would be a good example of one where you've got a big open, massive, open world, and then you've also got very distinct gameplay areas that you go into and you do a lot of your puzzling type elements. So I'm hoping we'll go for something similar to that, but certainly not that open world. That's a very big open world.
A full-on open world, such as like Horizon Zero Dawn,
that's too much.
Days Gone, a little much perhaps.
But yeah, so that gives you some sense of this. There will be bosses and there will be some elements of open world, but it's still going to be pretty much a action adventure platformer, which is contained within, I guess you could say, sort of gameplay boxes or gameplay realms. Yeah. So I hope that answers that question for you.
I think it was very thorough.
There you go. See you next time.
See you.